Alright, welcome back to another video by Firestarter Graphics and Engineering. Today is part 3 of the cybersecurity testing journey that I've done. So the first two videos were my journey with project management from a cybersecurity perspective. Even though I've done Lean Six Sigma from a green belt and black belt perspective with aerospace, it was just interesting to see it from a cybersecurity side, even though there's not a lot of Six Sigma principles in project management for cybersecurity. It's more of an agile approach or the iterative approach. So, or actually, you could find Six Sigma in cybersecurity, maybe focusing on one specific vulnerability, and I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But today we're going to install VMware Player. It's free. Or if you have VirtualBox, it doesn't matter. And we're going to install the DICE Level 1 challenge, get that going, and then we're going to test some things on it. So first off, if you have the VM player, if you're not running VirtualBox, VirtualBox is open source and free, and it's really good, but some people prefer VM player. I do because it's what I originally started with back in the early 2000s before VirtualBox, so I'm just used to it. The only downfall is the player doesn't have the network editor. And so when you first create your virtual machine and you look at your IP address, you're like, okay, cool, that's the network I'm in. It could be 2.133. And you start the DICE disk, which is 1.100, you're not going to be able to get to it. So you have to be able to put them into the same LAN. And so you can, in VMware, let's just look it up real quick. Open it up. If I pick Parrot, give it a second here, and I go edit virtual machine settings, and I go to hardware, and let's go to network adapter. I can't test it right now because it's on pause, but you can see how it says NAT, used to share the host IP address. Host only, private network, but notice there's nothing I can actually change. I can configure adapters for bridge, but I don't want that. But there's nothing I can change in any of these that say, hey, I'm going to use the 1.100 network. Maybe LAN segment. Do are any of these on pause? Are they all on pause? Ooh, this one might work. Let's look at, okay, if I did LAN segment just for the heck of it. Oh, it's called LAN segment 1. Okay, but there's nothing I can do. What if I hit advanced? Nothing I can do to change the network for it, at least in the free version of Player. But now I can teach you how to legally get the editor so that we can change it. Because LAN segment, what if I hit add? Okay, it just keeps, remove, doesn't allow me to change the IP address. So let's just go ahead and close VMware Player for a minute. Now what you need to do is go download the newest version of VMware Workstation, and you're going to download the executable right here, and that's what it downloads, is this executable. And usually you just install this and it gives you the free demo, and then when the demo's over it locks you out of certain things, and that's what happened to mine. I'm back down to Player and I can't edit my network. However, if you right click this, go install, see this program called 7-Zip? Go install that, go download and install that. And once it's installed, if you right click this executable and you go to extract to here, okay, it's going to put this folder right here, right? And this is what's inside it. And if you type in vmnet, it takes you to this right here, the vmnet config.exe. This is what you want. You're going to copy this, and then you're going to paste it into the install folder of VMware, which is right here where I've pasted it. Now, if you double click it, watch this. Okay, I'm going to hit NAT, and I'm going to hit change settings. Hit yes. It's going to do this. Oh, look. If I go to NAT, oh, snap. I was unbridged. If I click NAT, there we go, up here. Oh look, subnet IP and subnet mask. I can at least now put my NAT called VMnet 8, this controller, in this right here, in its own network. And that's what you want. Because now, anytime I start up Parrot or Kali or any other Linux distro or any other Windows distro, it's going to put it in this network. And that's what you want. With VirtualBox, this should automatically be in there for free and open source and free and forever to use, whatever. So if you're using VMware Player, this is how you do it. Legally, 100% legal. So just letting you know, that is 100% legal. Okay, alright, so let's get going on starting the de-ice. So you have VirtualBox or VM Player going, and you're like, okay, here's de-ice, level 1. You install it. I'm not going to go over the installation. I'll let you guys figure that out. So just going to hit play. It's going to do its thing. Takes about 20 seconds here. Okay, so this is what your, I don't have tools installed. This is what you're, come on, introduced with here. Okay, this is live CD intended, la da 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 da, kind of tells you what it is. And, you know, people are going to be like, oh, root. Okay, what's the root's password? Let's try root. You know, didn't work. Let's try basic root tor. T-O-O-R, nothing. So no matter what you do, you know, you can't get in. That's part of the challenge. So we're supposed to attack this server to find a username and password combination so that we can gain access and then enumerate it further. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, and let's start up the attacking platform, which for me is Parrot. So I'm going to hit play since it's suspended. Okay, I'm back in. Full screen, connection established, we're good. This is where we left off last time. Let's close that. Wayback Machine, we don't need any of this, don't need any of that. Don't need that. You can keep, if you need your ISS-AF open, go for it. We've been over this, so don't need that. Technically, we don't need any of this. Okay. So, hopefully this works. Hopefully we don't run into any crazy issues where, for whatever reason, things just don't want to work. Now, we know what the IP address of that box is, and let's just make sure. Let's do this. If config. Okay, what is my IP? ENS33. Okay, I'm a 1.130. Just for kicks and giggles, let's do. Whoops. See if it replies. It shouldn't reply because it's part of the challenge to find it, even though we know its IP address. And yeah, it's not doing anything. So this is where you could do your nmap. In Parrot, you're not automatically root. I could do su, and I put in my password wrong. So and I did it wrong again. You know what? Okay, one last time. I don't know why it's failing. It doesn't make sense. That time I know. Okay, my numpad is working. Anyway, alright, we'll just do it this way. Nmap 192.168.1.100. Nope, we don't know the IP address. /24. Password. Okay, so it likes my password here. For some reason, it doesn't like it when I'm trying to switch to user. Maybe I'm using the SU command wrong. Could be. I always thought it was just SU for switch user. Okay, so it scanned the network. Let's see. Well, I found a couple of items. Okay, 1.1 host is up. I think that's the controller, the virtual router for the system. BIOS resolver port. You know what? Okay, 1.2. Well, now that's interesting. Don't know what 1.2 is. 1.100. We know. Okay. I know that I'm now 254. That's interesting. 130. I'm 130. Well, let's do this. What was 1.1? Let's do an aggressive scan on 192.168.1.1. See what it says it is. We'll do this for 1.2 because I don't remember seeing 1.2. I only have the VM of Parrot and the test server of DICEP, so I don't know what these other two are. It might be part of the virtual machine software, so let's find out. It's all part of the fun, right? And so part of the documenting, I would document that I would take a screenshot of that and save it to put into my report. So, an aggressive scan. This might take a few minutes. Okay. While it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Okay, I'm back. So, let's go back to where we were with the Nmap scan. So I was reading this and I just only caught a snippet of Windows XP Service Pack 3. And I was like, okay, that's odd. I don't have that on my system. And it said it was also DDWRT, which, if you guys aren't familiar with that, what that is you can take a Linksys router and flash it with a Linux distro called DDWRT, and it will turn into a really nice router. So, but it looks like it's a VM Player Virtual NAT device. It's only 2 hops away. And it looks like 1.2 is part of it as well. So, I'm not going to be too worried about them. They're just probably virtual adapters on my Windows 10 machine that I've set up for other things, and it's just happened to find them. So, the one that so you can, for the heck of it, you could be like, let's grab an area to grab, take a screenshot. And right here, we're going to do this, except let's do new, where we can actually grab. There we go. Better stuff. And then we'd save it, and this is what we'd add to our document. Alright, so let's do, now that we know what our devices are, let's do an aggressive scan on the target server. This one's probably going to take a few minutes too, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video as well. Okay, I went ahead and finished the results. It took about a minute. Now, we're going to go over the results, and then we're going to go over something called Searchsploit. Usually that's found by default in Kali, but it's not in Parrot. So if you're using Parrot, we have to install it. So, let's go back here. Let's minimize what I'm actually looking at right here. Okay, so let's go through. This is to be something you want to screenshot as well. Looking at port 20, seems to be closed. It's for FTP. For the data. Then 21 is open. It says it's broken, it could not bind. Okay, so that might be something we could take advantage of later. I don't know. It doesn't say that it allows anonymous login. 22 TCP OpenSSH. It is OpenSSH 4.3, protocol 1.99. The host key, we have RSA 1, DSA, RSA, so kind of some old ciphers. Is there anything else with OpenSSH? We have SMTP open with SendMail. That's good. We can probably enumerate usernames from that somehow. 80's open. So if 80's open, running Apache HTTP, that means there's probably a vulnerability and also probably a web page we could look at. So let's do this. We'll look at the SSH here in a minute. I'm more curious about this. So let's go ahead, copy that. We'll worry about search exploit here in a minute. Let's look at this. So CVE details, no, I'm actually going to go to the one done by Apache. It says vulnerabilities, so I'm curious. So moderate in 2.065, this affects, I forget what version we were as well, 2.0.55. 2.0.55, it's not in, it's in this one. Okay, we're right here. So we're affected in this one. It's moderate. Important. So here's some things in our version that were affected. So you can go ahead and read these. Flaw was found in this of the bundled APR library where mod is enabled and directory indexed by mod auto index contains of long names. Remote attacker could send a carefully crafted request which would cause an excessive CPU usage. So kind of a type of denial of service attack by overwhelming the CPU by crafting packets to have sufficiently long names because for whatever reason it allowed for it to have long names. So you can either you could request those long names which would cause a lot of CPU usage. So, but that's above and beyond this. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, cool. Moderate. Reverse proxy exposure. Okay. Okay, an exposure was found when using mod proxy and reverse proxy mode. And a remote attacker could cause the reverse proxy to connect to an arbitrary server, possibly disclosing sensitive information from internal web servers. Well, that's interesting. It's above and beyond the scope as well. But that's kind of a cool, almost man-in-the-middle attack. Like a reverse. It's kind of like an SSH reverse tunnel in my thinking. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but it's like you have a machine, you tunnel into it, and then you have it send information back to you through a secure tunnel. Like SSH tunneling is what it is, a reverse shell. So interesting. Okay. Alright, so we found out some good information there. Now, I would highly go look up this YouTube video, install search exploit DB on Parrot OS. When you click on this link to the GitHub that you use for the repository, it's going to take you here. Click on this one. This is the one that you want to use in your repository. So just copy the link and then follow the rest of the instructions in the video. I don't have it installed. I don't want to install it right now. But what's going to happen is when you use it, you're going to just type in search exploit and then paste in OpenSSH 4.3. You could whoops, that's not what I wanted. I hit Control C for copy. Let's do copy. And it's going to tell you what kind of vulnerabilities are on this, and it's only denial of service, which is not what we're really looking for. So I'm going to see if vulnerabilities, forgive my spelling, I'm an engineer, not a mathematician. Maybe CVE details will have it. Okay. Challenge response, denial of service. Okay, bypass. What can you bypass? OpenSSH 5.6 and earlier when this was enabled. Oh, well now that's interesting. Okay. See, the ones in search exploit only listed denial of service, and this one denial of service. But that one was interesting, or whatever one that I was looking at. That was pretty interesting. Okay, so nothing that we can use at the moment with the current skills that I have, or a beginner has, which would be me, even though I did this 20 years ago, but not this challenge. I've never done this challenge. So, this is all new to me. Anyway, okay. Alright, so nothing there that I like. Alright, so let's see. I know port 25 is open, so maybe SMT enumeration. I'm going to pause the video right here and get here. First, if we go to applications, where is it? Pen testing, exploitation tools, and we go to Metasploit framework. We can do it through the terminal, but I like doing it this way as well. So it's going to load this up. It's going to ask for your password. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here until everything's loaded. Oh yeah, it's going to say you need to connect to a server. Hit yes. It's not running. No, I don't need that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. It's going to try to connect. Connection refused. It's probably going to fail, but I will be back. Okay, we're back. Ran into an error trying to connect to the server. This is the message. It says, hey, try doing this, 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 and this. It says I cannot find my database file. I really need it. Here's how to fix this. Do this. If you look here, I tried it and it said starting database. So I said okay. So now let's try it again, see what happens. Having a hard time finding everything. Okay, this is so new to me. LT 50 billion stuff. Okay. Connect. Yes, I want it to run. No, please don't give me connection refused. Why is it doing that? Okay. Connecting to database. This is good. This is good. Okay. Alright. This is a GUI for the Metasploit framework. Metasploit's going to do things to try to exploit services. So, let's see what's underneath auxiliary. I think it's under auxiliary. I'm going to go to scanner. We're going to go to SMTP and SMTP enumeration. Double click it. Okay. Hopefully this works. It may or may not. Let's check it out. Okay, we have this thing called rhosts. This is the target that we need to scan. It's on port 25, user file. Okay. Double click the value field 192.168.1.100. Click out here somewhere or hit enter. Yes, hit enter. Then hit, what's advanced options? Things I don't want to mess with at the moment. So I'm going to hit launch. Don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it did. Sweet. Okay, look at this. In the plus right here. Said users found. Okay, so there's a username admin bin daemon FTP games. Interesting. Games. GDM halt. Mail MySQL news. Okay. It found some usernames. Now, can I save those? We want to save those as a Word file if we can. Reporting. Export data. All hosts export. Is that what it called? It was host.ping. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. What's in here? Yep, that's not what I was looking for. Okay. Let's keep looking. Maybe there's a way. Okay, we could probably just copy paste them. I just want to try one more thing. View, if there's a way just to export like a report, like it'll generate an automatic text file for me of, here you go, here's your report. Hand this into a person. I know some programs do that. OpenRocket does that, and it's really awesome. View, reporting, activity logs. Alright, find attacks, Hail Mary, add host, nmap scan. And oh, look at this. We can even do other scans here. Not too bad. Ooh, DNS enumeration. What if I were to just go like this? Let's see what happens. It's probably going to kill things. Oh, I done busted it. I done broke it. Okay. Okay, 2280. Those are all the open ports. Man, now I got to redo the whole enumeration thing again. Wait. It's still scanning. 100% complete. What's this one? That one? What's that? Oh, okay. Oh, I don't have to do this. I didn't know, but it saves it right here. Okay, perfect. Hey, look at that. Copy. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, applications. Go Office. Nah, let's just do this one. Edit text. Paste. Didn't do it. I guess you have to highlight it. So users found, admin. Whoops. All the way down to webmaster. Then I can do a copy. And then paste. Okay. So now what we can do is, I'm going to pause the video, but we want to start making a list of names, of usernames. I know this is kind of dry, but this is how pen tests can be. They can just be dry. These aren't meant to be funny videos. So we're going to keep doing this until we have everything set up and set out. I'm going to No, I don't want to pause it yet. Let's look at one other thing. We got some users. We got some pretty good results. Let's make sure this is stopped. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I don't know what this is. Oh, port scan. Okay, I just didn't read it. Okay, not bad, not bad. So this port 80 is open. And it keeps calling my name. So let's go ahead and close that. And then let's reopen Firefox. And let's open a new tab. 2.168. Oh, so there's an actual website. Okay. Information regarding difficulty and spoilers. This page. Alright. So, minimum time, if you're good, is 45 minutes. If hours or days, great. This could take hours or even days to do this. Alright. If you have difficulty exploiting this disk, spoiler. So are you stuck? I've included tools. I've hidden them by matching the text color. So if we go, okay. So if we go down, okay, that makes sense. I see what he's saying. So I'm not going to look at any of the spoilers except we just saw the ones. We looked up the OpenSSH already. We did the nmap and we're in Firefox. So I imagine it means nmap, scan it, see that port 80 is open, use it to look at the game pages, and then check the SSH vulnerabilities and so forth. Okay, let's go back. I thought I saw something. Legal information. View the game-related pages. Click here. Okay. So no security corps. Information company portal. We had a great picnic. Thanks to everyone who helped out. It was unfortunate that we got attacked by wild marmots. If you've never seen a wild marmot, you need to look them up. They are quite fascinating little animal. Um, they are quite large, like very large. Now, fun fact about these guys, when I was doing some of my aerospace training at a tech college, it was actually for SolidWorks. I live up in, at the time, I was living up in way northern Utah, and it's cold where I was. Average temperature, -20 in the winter. Average temperature in the summer, 110. So, Fahrenheit, I should state. And we were in class, and all the power went out, and to the whole building, machine shop, everything. Turns out one of these little guys had bitten through the main power to the machine shop. Thought it was a root. We're talking, I don't know, a 4-inch diameter bundle of cable, excuse me, of power. I'm talking, I think it was like, what are those running like? I don't even know the amperage. I'm just going to guess because I'm not an electrician, but those machines, 50 amps, 100 amps to run a CNC machine. This little guy got the full load, and he did not make it. I can tell you that much. I felt bad. Because, they're cute little buggers. Look at them. They are just cute. But he didn't make it, so I felt bad. Anyways, what is going on? They got attacked by these guys. That's not good. So someone is in the hospital. Mary M. Okay, where is... She's going down. That's going down as a username. Okay. Broken teeth. Want any more broken teeth? Yeah, that would suck. Who's the CEO? Charlie or O? Okay. We're going to go through here and just copy all of these as usernames. Okay, we know. I feel like I missed something. Mary M. Okay. Here's a list of contact information for various organizational bodies. Financial. Please contact head of HR. Ah, Mary, she's head of HR. Oh, look at this. Some emails. I'm going to put all the emails in the same spot. And what we're going to do is get rid of the at whatever and use Mary M and Patrick P as a username, because some companies, they dish out usernames based on the beginning of the email address. Nowadays, your username is your email address, so it's like, but they're confident that you can't break in because of the policies they have and strict passwords, and after 2 tries you're locked out type of thing. But I highly doubt this system has that, because we tried earlier and with usernames and it was just like nope, but didn't give us any error of anything stating that we've been locked out. Okay, so who's this guy? Okay, employee pay, travel compensation, benefits, engineering. We have Aaron Jenig, or whoever that is. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what I would do is I'm going to pause here. This is where I'm going to pause. Go through, collect all of these. I didn't even see this. If you have any problems, Senior Systems Administration. Okay. Right here. Oh, this guy's an intern. Ooh. We should focus on this guy. All 3 of these we should focus on. The Senior Systems Administration and the intern. Interns. I'm an intern right now, but for something different. But some of the interns I've met in my field get lazy. So he may have messed up something later on that we can use. Chad Coffee. Okay. Maybe his username is Chad Coffee and his password is I love coffee or something, because if my last name was Coffee, I'd be like, password would have something to do with my last name of Coffee, But if he's also system administration, he probably knows better than that. Okay, gonna go ahead and pause and end this video here, and then we'll continue on with the next video shortly.